Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're all doing very, very well. 1-0 against Benfica in the Champions League. Champions League nights are back. The music is back. The champions! But also you got this fucking... Say, really? I was enjoying that goal, but fucking, I don't understand it. I mean, whoever's in charge of making that decision, like, come on, explain it to me. Which fans were begging you to start playing music after a goal? Like, who said that we wanted this? Honestly, it's like, I don't get it. We didn't vote for this. We didn't ask for this. We didn't demand this. So, I mean, I thought I'd start off with that. Nice to hear one song, not so nice to hear the other one. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad song. I just don't want to hear it at the football, okay? I mean, there's a lot worse you could hear, but still. So let me know in the comments if you agree with me. I feel like most Chelsea fans do. They don't want to hear that shit. What if we're 5-0 down and we score a goal? Fuck off, honestly. You know, so, I mean, that annoyed me a little bit when we scored the goal. But, I mean, let's talk football. Let's talk about the performance. Let's talk about Mourinho coming back to the bridge. By the way, I'm a big fan of Mourinho. I want to say, respect to everyone who said Mourinho's name during the game. I didn't understand any fans that didn't want to hear Mourinho's name. It's like arguably the greatest manager we've ever had at this football club, and you don't want to appreciate him on one of the few occasions. It's a historical day, Mourinho returning. He might never ever come back to Stamford Bridge as a manager. And I just think it's nice to have a bit of respect. Like, we're missing respect in this day and age. What is respect? Honestly, you look at a manager who's won the Club World Cup for us, and people don't like him. People are saying he should be sacked. People are complaining after we beat Lincoln. People were complaining. People were complaining tonight about, oh, we don't like the style of football. Did you like the style of football when we won the Premier League under Mourinho? Did you like the style of football when we parked the bus, you know, and won some of those games? We might not have deserved it at times. We still did it, and you appreciate success. So again, I will be repeating this message until I don't think that it's relevant anymore. But Chelsea fans, come together a little bit. You know, maybe one of the reasons that they're playing those speakers because you're not singing, you're not supporting your team. I just had Thomas coming up and saying, I was in MHL Upper, I didn't hear any songs from everyone. Everyone was silent. All right, I have to say, respect to the Shed, because you weren't silent. You were fantastic. You made a lot of noise, and this is not the first time we've seen the Shed coming together to create an atmosphere on a European night. We had that in the Conference League last season. I think it's a trend that should continue. These are the kind of things that we can get behind as a fan base, yeah? Things that benefit the fans, things that create genuine atmosphere, not artificial atmosphere, and that's where I am. So I'd love to know if people agree with that. Let me know down below. In terms of the football, I wasn't particularly surprised, if I'm honest, with a lot of the substitutions that we see. I mean, I guess tactically you could say I was, but you got to rotate at some point, and there's only so many players that you can do that with. And we'll just address the Marc Guiu point right now. I think the reason he's not playing isn't because of tactics. I don't think it's because of favouritism. I think it's now at the stage, it's just politics. And he's going to go off to Strasbourg. If he ends up playing any minutes for Chelsea and that hinders his opportunity to go to Strasbourg, then I think we're even more stupid than I thought. So what did I think of the sending off? Well, to be honest with you, fucking is what it is, mate. I mean, they're going to miss the Ajax game, so it could be worse. It was João Pedro, right? I mean, it was a high boot. We don't have much discipline. We don't have much discipline at the moment. But I mean, that's the least of my concerns going into the Liverpool game. Like, ultimately, I think that this is a trend that we had last season as well. Like, we weren't disciplined. You had Jackson who got sent off at times. I don't know. I mean, I would say this: if you could keep 11 men on the pitch, that would be nice. I'm not going to get on my knees, but would be appreciated. But yeah, Buonanotte I thought was decent. But again, is he good enough to start every week? Probably not. But he was nice. He was nice to watch. Esteval was decent. He got his header as well, coming off the bench. I thought it was a respectable performance, but sometimes you just need a little bit more quality around you, a little bit more link up. I don't think that we necessarily had that. And I think that Benfica probably benefited more when Mourinho made that triple substitution. I can't remember any of the players' names because I don't really watch Benfica, but I think the substitution certainly made a difference, and I think that Mourinho gave it a good go. They tried everything. They dived, they appealed, they complained. Classic, isn't it? But, at the end of the day, we got the result, we got the job done, and that's all you can ask for. So people complaining about the style of play, do you not care about success? People who then want the success but get the good style of play, it's like, you've got to pick a side here. For me, one of my big issues last season was that we played boring football. I don't doubt that we're still playing boring football right now. I know we are. But I was watching a manager who'd managed Leicester, okay? Leicester, all right? Now I'm looking at a Club World Cup winning manager, a manager who's achieved every single tick box that was there, all right? He did it. Top 4, Conference League, Club World Cup. Is he the man who's going to bring us back? Well, is he the man that got us Champions League football? Is he the man that won us the Club World Cup? Is he the man that won us a European trophy? So, I mean, I'm going to ask the question. I don't know. Is he? Well, he fucking did. So, that's, you can say what you want. It's like when you see one of your mates pulling a really good-looking girl and you think, how the fuck did he get with her? But he did it. He did it, He woke up the next morning and, she walks in the living room with her pants. So you think, fucking hell, how did you do that one, mate? Did he get the job done? Well, whatever happens in Fulham stays in Fulham, my friends. So we'll have to see what happens there. But for me, I think that Maresca is certainly a capable manager. I think he deserves a lot more respect. And I'm not sitting here saying that you need to be dancing and jumping and singing his name, but you can support the team a little bit more. You can show a little bit of sympathy for what we're going through. I mean, we don't have great centre-backs. I'm not retracting my statement because I still think that we could get Champions League football as we are. I do think we can get top 4, top 5, whatever it is. And I don't think that we necessarily need a centre-back to do that. But that then means you rely more on other positions to perform. You need to get goals from your left side, from your right side. You need goals from your striker. You need Enzo Fernandez to continue contributing. I need Cucurella to chip in like he did last season. So if my defence is letting me down, I need other areas of the pitch to lift their game. In fairness, we got the clean sheet, right? Did we deserve it? I'll be honest, I guess you could say we did, yes and no, but I still thought we were pretty bang average, to be honest with you. Do I feel confident against Liverpool, though? It's one of those games where everyone watching will go, Chelsea are going to lose. I haven't got a chance. It almost makes me think this is why we do have a chance, though, because we saw Galatasaray, we saw Crystal Palace do it. Are we better than those teams? I would like to think so. So for us to go out in a home game against Liverpool where we always have a good crack at them, we never ever park the bus against Liverpool, not in recent years at least. We always have a go. So don't change that. And I think that ultimately the atmosphere, the fans, that will help these players. And as long as you haven't got a shite referee, I don't know who's refereeing the game. Does anyone know?
Anthony Taylor.
Anthony Taylor, brilliant. Well, I take that back. Listen, we just need to do as much as we can in this game. And I think that we can get a result against Liverpool. I'm not saying we'll win the game, but I could probably see a draw or something like that. So, I'll take whatever I can get. Hello, Joey. Fucking hell. He said he won't do an interview with me today. Fair play to him. But listen, no, I think. Oh, you are coming. Hello, mate. How are we doing, Joey? I'm going to cut that bit out.
I've got to see my friends, but
right.
one word.
Good to see you.
In Enzo we trust the manager. He's going to take us to the top. Listen, Tariq George, he scores the clutch goals. Trust him. Trust Marc Guiu. And just sort whatever dispute you have with the board, sort it out. You are the one. I believe in you. And Copa will come back and we'll be in the top, all right?
There you go. Thank you, brother.